Hello there, this is Reverend Amanda, and I do one card quick pulls each day. Well, a bunch of those just fell out, so we're going to see which ones need to be used here. We do one card quick pulls each day here, and I usually do them first thing in the morning so that we can start our day off with some guidance and information from our loved ones and or higher self, universe. I'm just feeling for the card to see what's popping out at me right now. Okay, this is my Love Oracle. And the card that comes up today is conflict. There's 3 keywords on the bottom, and then I listen for what my guides have to tell me. Sometimes it's very obvious, and sometimes it's more complicated. So let's see. Clashing, differences, and incompatibility. Let me hold that up there better. Okay, so what I'm getting is that whenever you met this person that's being referred to with this card, initially you thought you had a lot of things in common. You thought your personalities just clicked, and they might still click for the most part. But as time has gone on, and I'm seeing maybe over the past 2 to 3 months of this person being in your life, you're beginning to notice little things that are clashing. And I'm hearing, interestingly enough, they've passed their probationary period, or they're nearing their probationary period to be up. So I typically tell people that you're getting the representative the first 90 days of meeting somebody, if you don't currently know them or they haven't been in your life for a very long time. Whenever somebody is in your life and they're new to meeting you and they're trying to figure out whether or not they want to date you or being in a relationship with them, usually the first 90 days, just like with a job, is your trial period. It's when they put on their showcase and their personal assistant or their representative comes through and is the one to guide the relationship, and they usually listen to what it is that you want and typically either agree upon or kind of like go with the flow just to pacify and keep the relationship going. It's not really until you ask those deeper questions or until you start to really reflect on their behavior and how they're going through life choices and how they treat other human beings when you're in public and how they treat you over that time frame, do you start to really see the real person. So what I'm getting in this message of saying about the 90-day probationary period is that I feel this person is either at that time frame or very close to it, but you're starting to see some glitches in the matrix, if you will. What you once thought was a very compatible person for you, you're seeing differences. You're seeing little incompatibilities. They may be big, huge incompatibilities at this point, but I'm feeling like the more you get to know the true essence of this person being in your life, you're realizing you don't have a whole lot in common, and you're more of what you thought was truly compatible is almost like an opposites attract type of thing. I see more conflict coming into play. I see more small arguments coming into play. I see needing to ask for more attention, and that is going to cause major, major issues within the relationship. So my people are telling me it's time for you to kind of come up with what is your defining point and what are your boundaries. Have you crossed those boundaries already? And if so, why? You need to really pay attention to what's been shown to you over the past 2 to 3 months. And if you've been with this person longer, if there's been a change or a switch up in their personality in the past 2 to 3 months, this is where this card is coming into play. There's something deeper going on. And if you're not respecting your own boundaries for whatever reason, maybe that even needs to be reassessed within yourself. So it's time to really decide, is this somebody who you want to continue to pursue things with on a long-term basis? Or do you want to kind of cut the cord and recapture your losses for such a short period of time and kind of move on and reassess your situation? Oof. Okay, so I think that this is actually not going to be a one card quick pull. I feel like this is going into a little bit more deeper of a reading. So I will have to change this title, and unfortunately it's not going to be in the right format. So let's just see what comes through. Pride. What's causing the conflict is either your pride, their pride, or both of your prides. Arrogance, ego, stubbornness coming into play. So whatever it is that they're being truly adamant on, know that it's not coming from a place of self-connection and self-worth. It's coming from a complete place of ego, stubbornness, and arrogance. That makes the situation even more difficult on a certain level, because that blame game can come into play on either side, either on your side or their side. So I really think that what I stated before about reevaluating your boundaries and reestablishing truly what you want out of this relationship or any relationship going forward is of the utmost importance right now. It seems to be a critical situation for you. What's happening with their responses, or what's going to happen, if they haven't already, they're going to become very elusive. And this may be you becoming elusive as well, because you're just done. You're done with the dishonesty, the deception, and the trickery. This is coming in after the conflicts keep hitting. So it's almost like you've passed the honeymoon phase so quickly in this relationship that it's already gone to a full-blown marriage, and it's already dealing with the 7-year itch of, what are we doing? What do we want? Are we on the same path? Like, what are we doing with each other? And I almost feel like this could even be related to a roommate if you're not in a physical relationship. I'm hearing the word living together and or roommate, or talking about becoming roommates, or talking about moving in together. Honestly, this card and the feeling I'm getting, the sense I'm getting, I have such a knot in my stomach right now telling you guys this, but that would be one of the worst mistakes you could make at this point based on what's coming up in this reading. And basically, it's time for you to focus on you. Where you should be devoting your time, your attention, your attachment, your cravings. Although it may be on this other person, and that other person may be craving and attached to you, and really you might be devoted to each other. This energy that I'm feeling is telling you to focus more on you, because I see nothing but additional fights coming into play. I just see so much chaos coming up into the holiday season through the end of the year. And I'm really hearing, do you really want to go through all that and have a whole lot of additional stress put on your shoulders? Wow, this is not something I was anticipating on coming through right now, but I guess it needed to be heard. So I'm going to leave that with you as a mini reading for the beginning of November. This is not for everybody, but I'm hearing this is for those of you who are in a new relationship or a newer relationship where you may have been together for 2 to 3 months, or you may have been together for a while, but the arguments and the conflicts and the bickering has been going on now for about 2 or 3 months. So I'm going to try to zoom that out a little bit for you, because I was going to do a one card and quick pull, but it turned out to be a little bit more of a mini reading. That is what I'm getting. If this is running true for you and you are really feeling what's going on in this reading, please leave me a comment. Let me know what's happening in your relationship or what the situation is. I mean, I'm hearing reassess your boundaries. Reassess your list of wants and desires. and really start to put you first, because I feel like it's been a really long time that you've been putting you first. You've been putting everybody else and friendships, family, relationships first. It's time to focus on you. So if you're seeing this in the beginning of November, anywhere between November 3rd and November 8th, because we are on the full moon energy here, you know, that's not helping the situation at this point. But, boy, I don't know if you want to take that as bad news or good news, or anywhere in between. I can't say it's bad or good. I just feel like it's time for you to reassess what you're doing and potentially cut your losses while it's still early. And you really get locked into something that you have a more difficult time getting out of. Okay, with so much love and blessings, I'm going to leave that with you. And I will be pulling a one-card quick pull shortly after to get this moving. All right. Have a great rest of your day. And please watch out for those full moon vibes, because we know how things can get with the full moon. It's actually a perfect time to release anything that no longer serves. So during this full moon, there's things that you want to get rid of. Take it from the full moon going in back into the new moon phase of the next 2 weeks. It's the perfect time to clean up, clear out, and reshift. Okay? Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.